Vroom, vroom. Here we are, JG, our first show,
This is exciting, man. I'm excited.
episode number 1 of Merging Lanes.
Hey, I just got a notification that we're live on YouTube. We should probably check it out.
We should check it out. Hey, guys, if you're just tuning in here, don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe. I'm sure you're going to love it. So
Mhm.
don't hesitate. Come on in. Might make some comments and subscribe to the channel.
That's right.
Merging Lanes with JG and Jaw.
This is exciting, man. This is why what we do is so exciting. Coming up with stuff like this.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. I'm excited to do this. So why don't we start by telling everybody what the show is all about? And I'll tell you what, man, I'll let you take the floor on this one.
Okay. So merging lanes is a concept that I had, but I didn't really know if I liked the way I had it. And then when you and I met, it had been on a hiatus for a while because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it, and it just made sense because you and I met on TikTok on your live panel, Jaw Bless I, Jaw underscore Bless underscore I on TikTok.
Tell the people.
Heck of a panel, man. I mean, he's on there every night, and you can just be you and be heard, and it's a fantastic experience. You and I
Thank
had
you.
a
Thank you.
Yes, and you and I had a discussion, and I don't like I said, I tell everybody how we met. We had a very constructive disagreement on something, and I loved how the outcome of it was. And since then, you and I have been just head first going at it.
Disagreement after disagreement after
It's
disagreement.
it's been fantastic, and I think
And
it's
look
making
at
us
us now.
stronger. We have it's crazy the idea of merging lanes. Two different roads coming together. Um, we have different paths that we've created to get us to the point where we are, and I think that's what makes the show title so intense.
And here we are, a meeting of the minds. And as we know, we're going to clash, we're going to bash, but guess what? We're going to make progress.
And
We're
content
going to
for you
accomplish our
guys.
goals. We're going to get all that we desire out of this life. Are we not, JG?
That's exactly what we're doing, man. I
That's
mean,
right.
we want content. We want you guys to hear the content, and we keep talking about what can we do to get to give people something good to hear. That's what this show is going to be about.
And a platform for them to speak on. So, this is our show where we're going to speak, where we're going to share, and we have plenty of other platforms. So, let's tell them real quick about JG's network, your JG's Lounge. So,
Yeah.
I just literally joined his network. We're collaborating on a few different shows. This guy is on top of it, and we've got some goals to accomplish. So,
Right.
JG, go ahead.
I think one of the goals would be to answer Janet Rogers in the comment.
Answer who?
Janet Rogers says, "Hello, I could not get here through the link."
Janet is here.
So that's one of the goals we need to accomplish. Ernest, what's happening, man? JG's network, JG's Lounge network came together as I developed more and more shows and got such a passion for doing this. So I wanted to give people a platform to do this, to do what we're doing right now, if they wanted it. It's like, hey, do you want to do a show? Do you have a voice? I'll help you get it. I'll give you a place to do it, and that's what JG's Lounge is. It's a voice for the people that want to have be heard.
Hey, and if you're watching this and you're interested, you could always shoot me an email at justspeakupj@gmail.com and we will chat with you. And, JG will make a decision if he wants to bring you on or not. And I'll tell you what, if you've got some talent, this guy's not going to say no, and you'll have all that you need as far as support goes because
Yeah.
we are here to help. So I think that's one of the things that really brought us together, bro, is how much we actually want to help. Like
Right.
everything we do involves helping all of those around us. And that's kind of
Right.
how our lanes have began to merge.
Boom.
Yeah.
How about that, people? It's true. It's so true, and that's why the show is going to be so great. I think whether it's serious topics or kind of where we're going next, whether it's your network or mine, or whether it's your social medias or mine. Maybe it was a comment somebody threw out that we want to touch on that we didn't get to in your live or one of my shows, and we want to bring it on here. It's some a platform where we both of our socials can kind of collide and do big things.
So just think of it this way, guys. You're driving down the road, you're in your lane, right? That's just like life. We're trotting the earth. I'm in my lane, JG's in his. All of a sudden, we look over and we realize, hey, you're about to come over into my lane. Next thing you know, you're making podcasts together.
That's
go.
right. That's exactly what we're doing here.
So go ahead.
So these are going to be 20, 30-minute episodes, maybe 40, depending on how intense.
We'll see, huh?
Yeah. But I do think that maybe even bringing our viewers into this, and like if they have questions on one of your posts and you're like, I want to dive into that, you bring it on our show and we can dive into it, stuff like that. Or whether it's some trending topic that relates to you or me and we want to discuss it.
Well, you know what, JG, what's going to happen is, as we're cruising down this road that we call life, we're going to hit a traffic jam. And we're going to realize there's a whole bunch of people that's merging into our lane. It's not just me and you.
Right.
There's a lot of like-minded people out there that we are trying to encourage to speak their mind. Go out there, be yourself, be unique, chase your dreams.
Right. And we talk about our lanes merging. Well, those lanes started somewhere, and yours it looks like it started about 2021 on social media. Is that correct?
So, okay, yeah. I mean, in 2021 is when I decided that I was going to use social media for something different. I had been on Facebook for a long time, pretty much probably since it came out or since I knew about it. But it was because I used to do long haul trucking, and it was a great way to stay in touch with people that I knew.
Right.
Well, when I had my calling, Rastafari, and I was born again, I realized that I needed to do a little bit of more to fight for my people, for the human race, right? So I started to see the benefits of social media and how I can use it as a tool to unite with people all over the world. So I started on Facebook by studying people, like literally studying people from all over the world and gaining knowledge that they take the time to share, to write, the pictures, all of that. Right. And then I realized that my voice was powerful, is powerful. And it's one of the only things I really have to offer. I mean, I ain't got much in this life. I got me, my character, my personality, some like, some don't. Right. But that's what I got to offer. And you know what? I could reach the whole world with this beautiful thing. And then I looked down and I had my phone in my hand. And I'm like, ooh, this thing can do wondrous things.
Right.
Wondrous things. So I just hit that live button over there on TikTok and people started coming.
And
people started coming.
They're talking about it, man. They're still talking about it. On other shows, they're talking about it.
Yeah, it's fun, man, because, you already know, dude, what I do over there isn't me. It's a group of people that come together. Some nights it's different people as well. Actually, every night there's at least one newcomer, and that's awesome. Most of the time there's more than that.
Yeah.
And then you got the usual people that are coming in, and everybody shows love.
Right. It's a good experience, man. So for me it was COVID hit, and I was like, I want something. I need something. I don't need to go out, but I want something. I want to be able to interact with people. I like to talk to people, and I heard a podcast, and I said, "What? I could totally do that. I could talk. I could talk into a microphone." So I did a couple episodes. I posted a few clips on Facebook. Like you, I had a Facebook for a long time, and I had some random scout from Hollywood actually hit me up, and he's like, "Look, I used to be an add-on on a lot of big films back in like the 80s and 90s. I've got some people, and I think you have a voice for this." And he said, "Do you want some guests?" And I said, "Yeah, I honestly didn't think I was going to go anywhere with this. It was just something funny to do." And he goes, "Just give it a shot." And the first guest I had on, I was hooked, man. I loved it. I loved just talking to random people. I had no idea who they were, and the outcome of it, man, and just listening back to the conversations and knowing that this is something that I can just have out there for the world to see, and making clips of the shows to give exposure to the people that I've had on, and it just feels good. It feels right, and it feels like meaningful to me, because I'm like you. I don't have a voice for singing, but I definitely have a voice for podcasting.
Hey, whoa! I didn't say that. I didn't say you said that. Are you saying that I can't sing, bro?
I'm not sure yet. I haven't heard you sing, so I can't really relate.
I can sing. Let me
I
tell
can't
you.
sing.
When I'm driving down the road and that thing starts bumping, my heart starts thumping, man, I start to hollering.
That's like singing in the shower, though, man. I mean, you
Yeah.
probably don't sound great, but you think
Right. But I can sing. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's I have a voice for podcasting. That to me means that I found a calling that I think can be something.
So, and now you and I have met one another, and the commonalities are amazing because we both love to do this podcast stuff, give people a platform, help other people, right? And then we disagree to the point where it creates great dialogue. And then afterwards, we don't even agree even by then. The next day, we want to go have a chat again.
Yes, that's true, man. I feel like you and I are at least messaging each other once a day, every day, at least.
Yeah, well, it's because we got things to do, man. And I encourage anybody and everybody out there right now to hit the like and subscribe, but also go get it. Go get it. Whatever you're thinking that you may want to do in this life, give it a shot. And if you change your mind, then hey, switch it. Go do something else. You know?
That's right. you got to do it though. You just got to go. Like if you don't go and you just contemplate it, nothing's happening. Yeah, I saw that. That was nice.
Yeah, I know.
And that's another thing with the hustle and bustle of our lives. Like this is a nice escape.
And so the way I see this, man, I am going to get it out there. The message that I want and the people that I need to talk to, I'm going to find a way to talk to them. I'm going to find a way to make that difference. It's going to start with me and you. And, obviously we got Cammie Bell, we got Brody. They've been joining the other show. That's awesome.
Yeah, you've got your team. I've got my team. And then it's just going to be this kind of lane merge or traffic jam of teams.
Yes. We're all going to unite in that traffic jam, bro. We're going to think of some cool stuff and we're going to conquer this world.
Oh, 100%.
And our weapon is going to be love.
That's so true too, man.
Actually,
I mean,
I want to take all that back because I should be saying is and we are, because we're already doing it.
That's correct.
And I want to remind us and anybody else that's chasing your dreams, enjoy the journey, because right now you're starting something cool. So that's one thing I just reminded myself of right now. Like, hey, this is it right here. I'm doing it. Get ready, world, because here I come.
And there's one thing that you do, and I talked about it on the last show I just did, is that you have the drive to do it and to succeed. Like I tell people, I'll help you if you want to do it. And I'll help them design their shows. I'll help them do whatever. And they're like, cool. Yeah. Thanks for doing that. But you're like not critiquing it. You're like, no, I like it, but can you want this to succeed. You want it the way you want it. And that's drive. That's commitment. People who just go with the flow, that's not really succeeding in your way. You know what I mean?
So basically what you're telling everybody that's watching this is to go get it. Work. Look, I'm going to give you guys a tip. There's no time for rest. Look, if you got to take a nap and go to sleep or something, I get that. We all got to sleep. But there's no resting, no sitting on the couch lounging. Do something. Do something towards your goal. Do something towards your dream. You got some family time, go do that.
Hmm.
Do that family time. That should come first, in my opinion. But there's no time to rest. You can rest when you go, bro.
Right. I mean, the family time is probably the only time where it's okay. Or if you're, dying, then
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep,
we'll have those
exactly.
moments.
Exactly.
But
So,
yeah, I'm excited where this is gonna go, man. I'm excited to be working with you, and I'm excited for what the show's going to become. And it's already going. Look at this. We're 16 minutes into a new show.
yeah. So let's get back a little bit to the concept. We already heard a little bit about, our solo journey and where we came from, at least
Mhm,
the social media aspect of it.
mhm,
And we have an idea of what we want to do, right? We're
mhm.
coming together to create this. And when I say this, what is this? What can people expect in our next episodes to come?
I think that's something that you and I still are working on. I think it's going to be, like I said, a collaboration of both of our, differences, whether it's social media or maybe there's something that you saw that today that just, it hit you a certain way and you want to talk about it, or you want to see what my view is so we can discuss a disagreement or have a
Yeah.
disagreement on here, because I feel like our disagreements are very constructive for other people as well, especially because the conversations that we've had haven't been like, I don't think negative, they've just been constructive, right? I mean,
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, you've known me now for at least a month, right? And we've
I
had
would say it's been a month. Yeah.
plenty of conversating has happened.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and you see me very often. Actually, I know it's on video and through a phone, but you see me.
Yeah.
How often am I negative?
Like, I'd say maybe a tenth of the time, if
Yeah,
that, I
and
can't even think.
and some people may take it as negative, and
Mhm.
really, it's probably not. It's probably just me being straightforward.
Yeah.
And I mean, you
That's
know
what you
what?
have to be, though. You can't beat around the bush. You just can't. I mean, it's the way the world is.
I
Beating
I
around the
think it
bush doesn't
helps.
succeed.
It helps people. Like right now, I want to be straight up with all of you guys
Mm.
watching this and listening to this. Hit that like button, subscribe. Like that would help us. Like it's
Yes.
not hard to do. You got to tap the screen, do those
Mhm.
things, and you know what? We'll support one another.
That's right.
I am curious to know what the people watching this think. So, if you have the time to think about it and write some comments or even email us, tell us what it is that you think that we could do to help unite people or make this world a
Mhm.
better place.
Well, and that's
Um,
another thing is, like, I think if we talk about topics that relate to that, you know,
right.
and discussing our views on it, because I feel like the way we view things are different, but in a very constructive way, and that can be heard and be utilized to everybody out there, and they can kind of decide for themselves which side they agree on. But I love it. He said Janet said there is no like button. Yeah, there is. There should be. If you're on YouTube, it should give you the option in the comments to
Oh,
do like
you
a
have to
love or whatever.
close
Yeah.
the live comments and then you'll see it. And then you have to
Uh-huh.
open the live comments back up.
Yeah.
And
Thank you for asking, though, or pointing that out.
for everybody on YouTube as well, what I noticed is the live comments don't go into the video comments later.
They do, but you have to scroll through it because they only
Oh,
pop up when they comment.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
This other thing, this show is all about learning too and progression, and Jaws learning YouTube.
So once again, JG, your
Mhm,
ultimate goal with your podcasting.
mhm.
So let's throw one thing out there because it's one thing that I don't address enough, and quite frankly, I want to get some money out of this. I want
Oh
to
yeah.
quit my job. I don't want to do any type of work anymore. Like, this is something that I want to find a way to create income. And I'll tell you why. You know, one of the main reasons why I chose this way
Why?
is because everything I do, when I help people, I don't want to ask for anything. I want to do it all for free.
Yeah.
And this is a way that I can help people, empower them, and not ask them for a penny. I
Yeah.
could get money through monetization, through sponsors, just by going and speaking at places if somebody invites me,
Yep.
things like that, right?
Yep. Well, and that.
And then
Good.
when somebody comes in, Scoob, Janet, Ernest, any of these guys, I don't got to ask for nothing. Hey, how can I help you? You want to join the network? Dude, come sign up.
Yeah.
You can spit, right?
Yeah. And that's the thing is that people. I've really done my research with podcasting, and that's why I'm so invested in it, because I love it. Is that there is money in it, and I've seen it, and I've seen shows that don't deserve it that get it, and I know that the quality and the content that I create is good for the people to be, for them to enjoy. And the way the sponsors work is the people have to like the stuff, they have to follow the shows, and when you get enough views and enough viewers, you reach out to these sponsors, and they're like, okay, hey, look, we're going to give you this 1 month contract, and here's $5,000. You hit your quota, we're going to keep you coming, and you get 3 or 4 of those every month. I mean, you're looking at 5 figures a month. I mean, it's easy money just for doing this stuff.
Speaking of sponsors, for all of you guys out here watching this, if you want to sponsor the show, you could have an ad. It would be right here, right now. As I'm talking, it actually could have been your slot. So reach out to us. Let us know. We'll make a deal. You could email me at justspeakupj@gmail.com.
And that goes for the whole network. I mean, you're talking about like 17 shows now, I think, with this one. And every one of those is an opportunity. So, just
And the way I see it, it is what you make of it, So I'm coming in here guns blazing, ready to go, and I'm telling you, like, one way or the other, I'm gonna find a way to make it happen.
That's gonna happen.
So, and thanks to people like Janet and Scoob, and the ones in here right now, like, this is where it all starts. These are our first supporters, and quite frankly, it's amazing. The fact that they can't, because all these people so far are coming in from TikTok.
Yeah.
And they're going out of their way to click over to another platform. It might not seem like much, but dude,
that's a big deal.
Dude, it's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Sponsors ain't going to care about your TikTok as much as they're going to care about your shows like this.
So now that we got the whole money thing out of the way,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's part of society in our life.
It is.
But, now that we got that out of the way, the main goal is to help others, to disrupt the system. I can't forget that. Like, I want to remind, because lately I've been getting away from that, but man, I'm trying to disrupt this thing that we call a system. Like, things need to change. And I'm not going to sit here and hop on the back of all these other activists out here fighting for these divisional type of things. I'm talking about uniting the human race.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, and that's the thing, is that we're raised in a society that has kind of developed this perception of what we have to live by, and it's not that way. Like, we really need to be teaching people and giving them the opportunity to be heard, and showing them that things need to be equal and unified, and it is about love. It is about that. Like, I feel like there's so much fear in society that's driven, whether it's through the news or the government or everything, that it's kind of shielded people from their true potential. What you got? You gonna disagree with me?
No. No, actually, I was just giving it a quick moment of silence, at least on my end, just because I feel it, man. I feel it. Definitely, unfortunately, we haven't disagreed yet. Watch, we're going to have all these episodes and not disagree, right?
Our lanes have officially merged. Sorry, guys.
Exactly. That's funny.
That was good. But no, I mean, I'm excited to see where it goes. I mean, this being just kind of a launch for the show is exciting. And frankly, it'll probably tweak as we go, you know, depending on how it goes. But the ultimate
Yeah,
goal that we have is, like you said.
we're gonna dig into a lot of different topics.
Mhm,
We'll have our different guests on the show.
mhm.
So to everybody that's in here now, what are some of the things that you look for when you're searching for a good podcast to listen to?
Or just something that
I
you want to
personally
listen
would
to
love.
in general.
Yeah, I know it's not us singing. I'll tell you that much.
I mean, I'll sing for you guys, but
Yeah, you're
you're
not
never
gonna
gonna
get that.
watch the show again.
Yeah,
And that's another thing too. I mean, if you email him, we could pop it up on the screen, give you some exposure. Be like, hey, Janet Rogers reached out with this email, wants us to address it, and I'll be like, John, what do you think? Here you go.
so that's another thing I want to talk about too is exposure because just so everybody knows that's watching this, we don't care if you join us or not. We want to help you. So the exposure thing that he's talking about, we will
Experts on
definitely
subjects.
help you with that.
Yeah.
So that's one of my goals too. I'm doing on Just Speak Up
Mhm.
is just helping people chase those dreams and giving them that platform to tell the world about, right? Because
Right.
I want them to win.
Right.
I want to see them win. So if it's a cause that I'm merging lanes with, yo, come talk to me. We'll put you on the show. You don't need no money.
Right.
You're doing your
Jan.
own show. We're going to tell the world about it.
Uh huh. What's up, relaxing time? How you doing? Janet said experts on subjects.
It's funny that she says that because it's actually what I was thinking as well.
And definitely, if we have, and I'm great at reaching out to people, as long as they're not asking for $500 for a 15-minute slot, we could probably get them on.
Yeah. So there's things that we could touch on as well, right? So
Mhm.
that's one of the things that we were talking about is choosing a topic or a subject, maybe finding some clips or whatnot and digging into it.
Yes.
So, and then as far as the experts on subjects, we're going to start reaching out to people. Like we
Mhm.
are going to find some people.
Yeah, and that's not that won't be an issue. There's always multiple people, and it could be somebody that he agrees with that I don't, that we could have on, because no matter what, it's not going to be a bad experience for the guests, and if anything for you guys, it'll be a good experience just to kind of see um, the views from somebody whose field of work it is, or whatever it is. But yeah, no, me and Ja already kind of talked about doing that, so I definitely think that's something we could do going forward.
Well, I think that it's been a great episode, man.
Hmm.
Did you get everything out that you wanted to? Did
Yeah, I
you
mean, we touched.
honk your horn loud enough, my friend?
Mine sounds like the Roadrunner, so it's not very loud,
Beep beep
but yeah, it's more like that. It's but I'll honk it.
beep beep.
Yeah, man, I got everything out. I'm excited. I'm thrilled, and this is gonna be a very inconsistent show. We're gonna do 3 or 4 episodes a week. Maybe we'll do 7 a week. Who knows? Might be
Right.
one, but we're gonna get them out. We're gonna get
Might
them
be
out.
one, might be seven, but we're gonna
Yep.
get it.
Yeah. But I'm excited, man. You and I have a lot going, and we're gonna continue to grow, and we're gonna get where we want to be.
So once again, guys, like, subscribe, email justspeakupj@gmail.com.
Mhm.
You got a topic you want us to discuss or touch on, you want to join the show. Now, I will say that we're not just going to add you on the show if you just say, hey, can I come up there just
Yeah,
because?
probably not.
Come with some flame, some fire, like,
Yep. Reach out, say, hey, I want to talk about a certain subject.
Yep, yep.
I do want to say that we will be alternating show, like the YouTube lives, between Jaws' page and my page for the time being. If it becomes an issue, then we'll just stick with yours. But I'll create a specific playlist for it that we can add to our link trees as well, so people check out link trees. And we're either way, this is going to be a fantastic show, It's still the same show either
Oh,
way.
so you could do a specific playlist for Linktree as well?
Yep.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what I do for all my
That's
shows.
right.
I create playlists for them. So it'll be a good experience for everybody.
That's right. Well, I just thought of another business venture, and we'll talk about it off the show.
Sounds good, man. Thank you
Well,
guys for tuning in.
it looks like we are definitely merging lanes, my man.
Agreed. And unfortunately, we definitely merged on everything today.
Yeah, unfortunately. So we're going to keep this one short and sweet. Thank you for everybody that came in the live. Thank you for everybody that's watching it recorded. And if you're on Spotify listening to this, yo, blessings, and more blessings. Dude, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. One love.
Have a good one, everybody.